Hi everyone, it's Michelle from Scrap Secrets, and I wanted to show you how I'm going to put together the card that I'm going to be making today. It's from the Cricut cartridge 3 Birds on Parade, and I'm using the cuts from page 31. It's a baby girl bird, and all the cuts were made at 3.5 inches. So the very first one that I cut was this base layer, and I cut it out of this blue cardstock. So that's the base. And then I took the same purple cardstock that I had that's going right on top of the card base, and I cut out the diaper in that. So those are the first two, the first key and then with the shift. And then I cut out the eyes. These ones I had to do twice because when they cut out as the black dot and then this circle. So I cut them out in black and then I cut them out in white. So you have the white eyeball with the black circle dot. And then I have the feet and the beak were cut out of this yellow paper. And then I have the bow, and then these are part of the safety pins. But there's a bow and one part of the safety pin and then the other part of the safety pin. And I cut them out of the same color cardstock. So you have the pink bow here and then the safety pin. So the first thing that I'm going to do is start to assemble the bird. So I'm going to take my Zig 2A pen and I'm going to put the eyes on. And now for small pieces like this, I just use regular tweezers that I have. I know that their Cutter Bee has some special tweezers that that'll grasp it a little bit better than the regular tweezers, but since I just had these lying around, this is what I use. So there's the eyes, the whites of the eyes, and then just put a little dot. And if you didn't want to cut it out twice, you could just cut it out in white and then just use a black pen and make the dots for the eyes. You can just color in a little circle. And if you cut it out any smaller than this, some of the pieces are really hard to work with when you cut them out too small. So I wouldn't recommend going much smaller than this 3.5 inch cuts because some of the cuts are really, really tiny. You just play around with the placement of the eyes. Just make sure they don't look funny. Then I'm going to glue on the beak. Is it up? Just referring back to the handbook to see if the cuts were up or down. So now the beak is on. I'm just going to move the safety pins to the side and put the diaper on. Oops, I think I put the diaper on backwards. Let's see if I can take it off. Oh well. Wasn't sure we were supposed to be able to see some of the blue at the bottom. Sometimes it's hard to tell from these little pictures. Put his legs on. Trying to match them up as closely as possible so you don't see too much blue underneath. Put the bow on. And the safety pin is probably going to be the most difficult part because they are such tiny, tiny cuts. So the curved part goes at the top. And the piece with the cutout goes at the bottom. And once you make the cuts, that'll make sense. such tiny little pieces. Okay. Glue stuck to my finger, so everything's sticking to it. Okay. More teeny tiny piece. And then our bird we put together. Stick. So there's the little bird all put together. The last thing I'm going to do is I have some of these rhinestones from Queen and Company. I'm going to take the smallest one and just put it in the middle of the bow. To give it a little bit of sparkle. So there's the little bird, the baby bird. Okay. So now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put the card base together. I've already folded and scored the card. The card base is 4 by 5.5. So I cut the purple layer to a teeny bit smaller. I think it's 1/8 of an inch smaller than the card base. So I'm going to take my ATG gun and glue that down. I'm going to take the next layer, the designer paper, put that layer down. It's just barely larger than the purple sheet. I'm going to take the bird and glue him down, or her down. Use the zig 2-way for her little legs since they're so tiny, and her hair. And then I have these dimensional stickers that I got from probably AC Moore or something. I think they might have been in the dollar bin too. So I think trying to decide if I want to use the baby bottle or the rattle. I think I like the rattle better because it has the purple in it. So I'm just going to put the rattle on the front of the card. And that's usually about as much as I do to my cards. I usually leave the insides blank so that the people who get them can personalize them. I can do, if it's for a baby shower or if it's for when the baby's actually born, or a christening card or whatever that somebody wants to use it for. So there's the card, and that's how you put the bird together from page 31 of the Three Birds on Parade Cricut cartridge. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys later. Bye!